Good morning. I hope you slept well. I hope you're feeling refreshed because today we're going on a road trip to Las Vegas, Nevada, and we're gonna go inside of the walls of the Punk Rock Museum. But we're not doing it alone. We're going with old George Stroumboulopoulos. My name is Dan Frampton. I am the internet's most ruthless gatekeeper, and today I'm here to gatekeep the Punk Rock Museum again the way that Fletcher intended. Now, this is the video we're going to be watching over here. I know it looks like a little black screen right now, but I tell you, it is an actual video, all right? And this video comes to us from George Stroumboulopoulos from his channel, The Strombo Show. Now, this Strombo guy was a guy that used to show music videos on Much Music. Much Music was Canada's version of MTV, but primarily, this guy would show the punk rock and metal videos on Friday night after 10 p.m., okay? That was his thing. He did the punk show and he did loud, metal and punk, just serving you all these videos. Then he got super popular from there and had his own show on CBC where he would interview people. And that show got so big, but it ran its course. It fell off the face of the earth or whatever. Then this Strombo guy started a YouTube channel where bands would come in and play in his basement, and that would be called like Live at Strombo's or whatever. And those would get like tens of thousands of views or whatever. And now Strombo is sitting on a channel that is getting views like mine, okay? My views and his views are comparable, but that's him falling off and me growing. So we're kind of at this weird tipping point right now, and where these Venn diagrams are crossing, do you see that Venn diagram crossing? It's gonna be the Punk Rock Museum. So Stroumboulopoulos gonna take us through a tour of the old Punk Rock Museum. We're gonna see all the walls, all right? But most importantly, we're gonna see Strombo and Fat Mike interact, and that's probably gonna be the most uncomfortable thing I've ever seen. Let's get this going.
This is a crazy city, and I've spent too much time here and done too much damage to myself over the years, but I keep coming back. But now there's a reason to come back, which I think is gonna be more impactful. Have you ever wondered?
Okay, we just gotta stop there. He always tries to make something seem like it's bigger than it is. He's trying to tell a story. He's using his like journalism degree out here right now on us, all right? And that's all right. It's just kind of ham-fisted, maybe a little bit too much. You're just in Las Vegas. You're just at the Punk Rock Museum. Now he's gonna go into this like diatribe.
Why you are the way you are. I don't mean, oh, your parents and your environment. I mean the choices you started to make and the things that you loved that really influenced the adult that you would become and how.
He's trying to make it sound so deep. It's punk music that you used to listen to, and now you're going to the Punk Rock Museum. Have you ever wondered about all the things that are just so foundational to the person that you would become as an adult, dude?
How crucial those things were.
How crucial those things are.
When you were young. Well, just imagine there's a place that actually collects a whole bunch of those memories.
Just imagine there's a place that collects a whole bunch of those memories. Now, I know he's trying to make it general for a general audience, because maybe somebody watching this isn't so into punk rock, so equating it to something like that might be an actual big brain smart move. But you're on a channel that doesn't get any views anymore. You might as well just make it about the Punk Rock Museum. Why is this like this big profound thing? Imagine there was a place that collected all the things that changed you fundamentally as a human being, and you could just go and oh my god, just like be over enveloped by all this stuff that is like foundationally you. Whoa.
I am so excited to see this for the very first time. Oh my God.
It's so epic. Here we go. Where could he possibly be that lives up to all this hype that he's just like put forth here at the beginning of his video? Oh, we're going to the Punk Rock Museum, are we? Gotcha. All right, true.
When you walk in, the first thing you see is Alice Bag, and she was such an important Latina, punk star.
All right away, just walk in right away. We got our tour guide over here, Fat Michael Bartholomew III. He's gonna guide us through this whole thing.
What, Laura Jane Grace? Yes.
Oh my
and
God.
Tony Sly.
Heartbreak.
Yeah, I had to put Tony Sly in because what a fucking institution, what an amazing songwriter.
Oh my God, how can you take punk rock, which is so like energetic, that throws everything against the system, and just make it so drab and boring like this. This like makes me want to rip my face apart. What the hell is going on here?
Yeah, so
And this is great. This is when I grew up in LA. This is Scrandy. He's on stage, bleeding from his head, drinking a glass of red wine, and Jay Bentley's playing bass.
That sounds cool, but it's just like this image in a frame on this well-lit wall. What the hell are you talking about, Fat Michael Bartholomew III? And then Strombo just coming in. Whoa, dude, this is like totally history, bro. I can't believe I'm here.
Yeah, this is maybe my favorite photo. Just because that was LA. Yeah.
This is my favorite photo, bro. That was LA. Oh my god.
For this kind of thing in space and place.
No, just.
No, but now you must have. Now that you see what it is.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's just. People all want to come back because there's so much to look at. Yeah. No, it's just. What's the point of this, right? It's bringing more joy to the world. I love this place.
It's bringing more joy to the world. True, man. That's true. That's some of the most corporate speak I've ever heard in my life, Fat Michael Bartholomew III, to justify your corporate actions. It's bringing more joy to the world. That's like when Vince McMahon says that he does sports entertainment to put smiles on faces. This is about the smiles on the faces. Oh, is it, Vince McMahon?
This place, it brings so much joy. Look, that guy's smiling. That's it.
There's proof. This guy's happy. This guy's having a good time. I'm doing a good thing out here with the Punk Rock Museum. I promise. Everybody's so happy around me right now, right, guys? You're happy. Tell me you're happy. You're having a good time over here, right? This is a good idea. We're all having a great time, right?
Skateboard. My skateboard went out.
Sorry to headphone listeners.
I was 17. It's supposed to look like your grandma's house too. You know, like grandma's couch and family albums. You're like, these are just candids of people hanging out. And I bought a telephone pole.
I do think that's kind of cool to make sections of this museum look like, you know, areas that would just be in like a random punk's house. You know what I mean? Like grandma's house kind of thing. But then it does just seem like manufactured and put together. And it's like, all right, well, this is kind of okay as a vibe and just to kind of see, I guess. But like, not really punk, is it, Fat Mike? Not so much punk. Imagine a real punk rock museum where it would just be like a series of like back alleys or whatever, and just like shitty graffiti and things just like wheat pasted all over the place. You know what I mean? People coming in with stickers and shit. That would be an awesome punk rock museum. That would be a punk rock museum that I would actually go to. All right, and the bathrooms are just like the corner where two buildings meet. You know, that kind of thing. That would be the punk rock museum I would go to.
Okay.
It's cost $100 for a telephone pole.
Yeah.
And look, you can take them.
Oh, you can take them with you.
Look, the Neos, Canadian band
You got a few
from
Canadian
Victoria.
You got a few Canadian bands.
More.
Oh my god. Everything is so fake and manufactured that he even paid $100 to get like a street pole, a light pole or whatever, put into a little place where you can staple things. Look how authentic this looks. You can even take the thing with you, he says. I hate it so much.
The details in this place are really interesting. It's a very, very detailed spot.
The details are very interesting, Strombo. That is the word I would also use, but interesting in a negative connotation. It interests me in a way that I want to make fun of.
Telephone pole. I know. Fletcher from Pennywise, oh man, this is just all his doing. He took everything from the Pennywise rehearsal space. Like the carpeting, all the guitars, all their equipment. That's Jason Thirsk's bass that he recorded Bro Him on. And this was exactly their rehearsal space.
I do like the Pennywise room. The Pennywise room is cool, and having bands play in this room is also cool. And the fact that Fletcher took all this stuff from the actual rehearsal space and brought it here, I think that this might actually be the closest thing to cool that the Punk Rock Museum is doing. Oh my god, Strombo, how are you this bad at drums? Haven't you been around music your entire life? Strombo playing the drums is the funniest shit in the world.
When the world is insane and you're 14 years old or 12 or 16 and you cannot see your way through what's happening outside, you congregate in a little place like this and you would bash it out with your friends. And you would often have friends who weren't even
I mean, he has no idea what he's talking about. You wouldn't bash anything out with your friends, Strombo. I just saw you on those drums. You weren't bashing shit out with anybody. If anything, you heard like someone playing music in a garage like 3 doors down from yours in your little suburban white ass fucking Ajax neighborhood, and you sauntered on over. You're like, hey, Tommy and Jimmy and Jason, can I watch you guys play your little garage rock music? You guys are really bashing it out over here.
your band, or just hanging around as well, smoking, drinking, all this other stuff that you would do when you were a kid. But in
here's him bashing it out again. I would have really left out this footage, Strombolopolo.
Here,
What time signature is that?
felt like you were letting everybody out there knew how you were going to feel eventually.
Oh, that was an amazing
as you
drum
were
fill.
figuring it out. Also, it was just fun and crazy and riotous, an amazing way to expend energy, a safe way to expend energy. I'm surprised any boy...
It was fun and riotous and a safe, fun way to expend energy, he says. This kills me. This is absolutely hilarious.
boy survives boyhood, honestly. Places like this had huge impact on keeping a lot of us okay. That's punk rock.
Places like this? You mean the rehearsal space for Pennywise where fans wouldn't normally go to? You know what I mean? This isn't a DIY venue. This is a rehearsal space. Well, it is a DIY venue now, and I'm sure Pennywise used it as a DIY space. Absolutely. I don't know one way or the other. But to have Strombo like romanticizing and waxing poetic over here, just opining his little face off, it's pretty funny.
Rock to me.
You're from Canada.
Yeah.
So look at the Canadian stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Fat Mike.
Here you have, DOA.
Imagine just saying that to an American, you know what I mean? Or anybody from anywhere. It's ridiculous to group us all in like that. Oh, you like Canada stuff? Canada boy? Okay, yeah, that is kind of cool. I would go to the Canada room, for sure. But it's a Canada room in like glass cases and stuff. This is the Punk Rock Museum, bro.
Look at Dave Gregg's guitar, and Whitby Roy's bass. And see those records? Yep. Those are my records.
Oh my God. Fat Mike. Hey, you see these records? Oh, those are mine. These are mine. These are mine. That's mine. Of course, it's all yours, Fat Michael Bartholomew III. You have $1 gazillion. All of this is yours.
Those are my DOAs.
Yes.
You may not know this, but the term hardcore punk comes from DOA.
Oh my God, bro, are you really gonna hit us with that milquetoast fact? God damn, you might not know this, Strombo. I saw you back there in the drums. So you might not know that DOA had a really big hand in coining the term hardcore.
From their album Hardcore 81, they coined the term hardcore.
Oh, interesting. Did they? Tee-hee. That sounds like the full story, Mike. Thank you.
Not every band.
If you're gonna go to the fucking actual punk rock museum and talk to one of the actual guys, ground level guys that was there to talk about all this sort of stuff, you'd expect to get more than just like the milk toast fact out there. Oh, they had a really big hand in coining the term Hardcore 81. Yeah, but they weren't the first ones to use the word hardcore. It came from like journalists. Who are the bands that those journalists were writing about? Bands like Germs and that kind of thing. You get no actual history at the museum from the guy. And even that history that I recounted to you can only be half the truth. You'd expect to get the full truth at the Punk Rock Museum, but nuh-uh.
To at least be on a flyer in the museum. I want anybody come here and go, oh my God, we're here. We're here. We're in the museum. George? Yes? Why don't you read that postcard written to the Necros? The Necros were a hardcore band from Ohio. Read it out loud.
Send me info on the band and when they're going to play in DC. Sticker 2, please. Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl. Awesome. We got Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl's here. We got Dave Grohl in the Punk Rock Museum. That is so rock and roll, dude. So cool. Hey. Read this postcard real quick. Look whose signature I got. Fuck off, Fat Mike. This is incredible. You're being incredulous.
Yeah, Dave Grohl, he was 14. He wrote that to the Necros.
I like this too.
That's a real contract.
That's the record deal.
That was a
Oh
record
my
deal.
God, this
Yeah.
is
Your
so
band
brutal.
for one record for Fat, unless Fat asks for more. If Fat asks for more, you will politely give them more, if you want to. It's like there's nothing concrete in there. It's just all. It's suggestive.
That is the most punk rock thing ever. That is amazing. I have to give Fat Mike the props when he deserves them, and that contract is unreal.
It's no way to run a business, but the only way to run the business in a way, right?
Yeah.
Because it worked.
No, I mean, that's why we always did one record deals.
Yeah.
Because that's it.
Yeah.
If you want to leave, leave. And some bands left. Most of them came back.
I was like, oh, that seems incredibly stupid. Yeah, but I'm Fat Mike, so I get to do it. Oh, true. That's exactly how the interaction went between their brains, but it came out kind of just like, oh, let me kiss your ass here for a little bit. Okay, yeah. Pucker up.
I don't want to have some band tied to the label.
Another Canadian legend. Propagandy.
Propagandy.
I still have records from every fucking band in this window. Like, I still have records from every band in this window.
What are you trying to prove? Great. Okay. I still listen to this music. I still listen to all these bands. Promise.
Look at this. There's Joe Strummer's last bag of weed. Oh,
Just watching this guy walking around the punk rock museum is some of the most painful stuff that I could even imagine. Whoa, Joe Strummer's bag of weed, bro. Sick.
Look at this. This is
That guitar rules, though. I will say. I mean, I would like to see the guitar, of course.
There's the infamous vest. This is the photograph that inspired half of the press photos I ever did in my career.
Tell me.
My head position was because of that picture. Sid Vicious's belt.
Oh my God, come here. Yeah. Check down here. Yeah. I got Sid Vicious's belt. Wow, this is like real history. This is like the real stuff. Oh my God. Have you seen, this is like Sid Vicious, like the Sid Vicious from like the Sex Pistols. He like wore that. Whoa, dude.
Tiny details. You know, when things are coming in, like Negative Approach. All these bands I grew up on.
In the very beginning, was it easy to get paraphernalia for people?
Well,
It's like just Fat Mike flexing so much. I know, Mike, you made a lot of money off of punk rock, and you actually like punk rock, unlike a lot of other people that made a lot of money off of punk rock. And it's great that you want to showcase all the lovely things that you collected, okay? It just comes across so hypocritical.
we couldn't have called bands. Like whenever we called bands, we didn't get shit.
Really? Yeah.
No. It's like, what museum? I don't have that much. It's collecting on the street.
And look at this fucking Nirvana Grammy.
No, this is the shit. There's rules to the Grammy, and the rules are right there.
Things you can't do with it.
Yeah, you can only put a Grammy in your home or your office. You cannot put it on public display anywhere. So I said, well, can we have it for the museum? He said, sure.
Doesn't matter what the rules.
And this Kirk.
That annoys me. You know, I mean, that's cool that you're breaking the rules of the Grammy or whatever, but the fact you're like, hey, check out this rule I'm breaking. I think it's so funny. They don't want you to display the Grammy, but guess what I'm doing? I'm displaying the Grammy.
Cobain, the couch, Miles Studio.
That's the couch.
You can sit on it and sit like just.
Yo, check out this couch that Kurt Cobain once sat on. We have the picture of him sitting on this couch. Whoa, dude! Yo!
IQ, you know? Did this Billboard Top 200?
Yep.
There's a band that entered this with a bullet. For 200,
Number
baby!
200.
You can't plan that shit.
The only way you found out about this stuff was a friend in another scene or a zine, especially if you grew up in a neighborhood where this was never going to reach you. You needed a zine, somebody would mail you a zine, you would make your own zine, and there's this incredible collection of...
Oh my god, this guy is so insufferable. I can't stand him. Yeah, that would be definitely one way to hear about all this stuff. Definitely. It's not going to be in your record stores. But you don't need to be making zines. You don't need to be going out to the distros, you know what I mean? No, you just need to go to shows and talk to people and have friends. I don't know why you're making it seem like some big crazy thing. Yeah, a lot of people were into like tape trading. A lot of people were into like making compilations and little mixtapes and that kind of thing. Yeah, that is how a lot of it spread. For sure, 100%. But not everybody in the scene that was listening to this stuff was engaged in those kind of behaviors or activities. They'd go to the shows, they'd hang out with their friends. That was like the primary thing. Go to the shows, hang out with friends, kill a Friday or Saturday night. You know what I mean? And then learning about all these bands would just be like subsequent to that.
People whose stories were told in all of these. I had stacks and stacks of zines in my house. The big one that we had is
Stacks and stacks, just like stories everywhere, bro. Read me a story, Strombo. Pull out a zine.
Maximum Rock and Roll. It was easier for me to find where I was. Reagan Death I knew. But they're all local, right? So everything was super local. And if you were to open it up, it's like it's interviews with these legends of the day today, but they weren't getting any press whatsoever.
So, telling me more, Strombolopoulos. Of course they weren't getting press. You think these punk bands were after press? Nah, what the hell? It was like the opposite. It was the antithesis. They hated the press.
Some kid would go to the show, do an interview, go to a local copy store or to school. You'd go into the library at school, you just photocopy 50 copies of a couple of articles, put them together, do this.
Damn, I'm learning so much from Strombo. This guy was like grassroots, ground level, really a boot on the pavement type guy over here.
Stuff, and you're just photocopying on top of photocopying. Every magazine was a labor of love and passion from this, usually a kid in the scene who loved it so much.
That much is true, for sure. What a scholar.
Anybody need some clergy? I'm qualified.
Oh, we finally made it to the chapel, did we? Wow, upstairs we go, around we go. Oh, more exhibits, more displays. So this place looks kind of fancy. Oh, the jam room. Wow.
Whose is this? Gogo Bodella. Oh, Gogo. Eugene, eh?
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Really banging it out there. Holy shit. George Strombolopoulos is a multi-instrumentalist. Holy smokes, no wonder. Oh. Is he really laying down a synth line? Dude, that's so funny. Bro, that is so funny. Dude, what are you doing? Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, okay.
Thanks, buddy.
Strombolopoulos playing that guitar. Shit. Rocking out on those drums. Must have been the funniest thing I've seen all year. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much, Strombolopoulos, for providing me with that tour and all of that entertainment through the Punk Rock Museum. I really appreciate you. And you know what else I appreciate? All the viewers of this video. Thank you so much for kicking back with me here today. If you enjoyed it, please remember to hit that like button. And until my next upload, watch one of these other uploads. All right. See you later.